Welcome to the Battle Zone. This is AWL Strong and Free from the Greater Toronto Area, episode 127, and it is the fallout from Thanksgiving Terror.
The following non-title contest is scheduled for one fall, introducing first, making her way to the ring, from the realm of the yokai, representing Monster Union, Nekomusume!
There are two themes tonight. First, non-title matches. We got a lot of non-title matches, a lot of champions in the house tonight, and also, what is next for the Monster Union? Nekomusume, reeling from the loss of her leader, Obsidian, buried and gone in the sarcophagus. And I would be remiss if I did not point out that the great and devious Ultramantis Black has proposed a challenge for a faction survival match. He wants the monsters to join the Yokai Butai. That is an interesting proposition. Dare I say a flat-out power grab by Ultramantis. First of many guests that we have visiting from All Elite Wrestling. By the time you're seeing this, the AEW Wrestledream pay-per-view will be over.
And her opponent, she is the reigning Ring of Honor Interim Women's World Television Champion.
Good job getting that right.
Representing Ring of Honor and All Elite Wrestling, Shirakawa, Mina.
Everybody loves Mina, especially her partner in the Love Storm tag team, Timeless Toni Storm. Hopefully, they will be a tag team in the upcoming All Elite Wrestling Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament. But we're going to be waiting for those. I believe that's going to be announced on Wednesday on AEW Dynamite. But right now, Toni Storm not here. She is at Wrestledream. She has her defense against, her challenge, I should say, against Chris Statlander, the reigning All Elite Wrestling Women's World Champion. We shall see how that plays out. I have not seen any of Wrestledream yet as I'm recording this, so bear with me on this. We'll do our best. Bang the gong! The match is on a tentative start by Nekomusume as both women go for a collar and elbow tie-up, and unusual that the pure human being is actually able to outmuscle the yokai spirit, a rudderless ship that is the Monster Union. That's going to be a problem because they're going to be in our main event tonight in a Toronto Tornado Trios bout. That's going to be problematic. Seated headlock here, rear headlock, rear chin lock, some people call it. Trying to still bar the arm. Shirakawa, not really known for her grappling ability, but Japanese wrestlers, they know their basics. It's just how the training is done over here. Collar and elbow tie-up, vertical suplex, snapping vertical suplex. As I said, we'll be seeing the Monster Union a little bit later tonight, and they're going to be facing off against the XyberhawX and a very special guest, Shynron. However, special guest on the Monster Union side, the in-ring debut of Poisynhawk. We also have an over-the-top rope battle royal. It will be a fight for four. You get into the title picture by being the last man standing. Champions Showcase. The new brand champion and the Canadian Women's Champion against the Women's Tag Team Champions. And we've got another tag team match, Kingston and Hook getting some reps in. Double non-title match coming up next. Two double champions, Bandito, Templario, coming in. And again, this is all being recorded before the events of Wrestledream. At the moment, Bandito is a double champion, Ring of Honor, World Heavyweight Champion, or World Champion, they don't have a division. World Champion and All Elite Wrestling World Tag Team Champion. Or should I soon say Men's Tag Team Champion. Meanwhile, this has been a technical clinic by Shirakawa Mina, I should say. I try to get the names right in the Japanese sense there, but Shirakawa-san. Shirakawa sent you with a standing side headlock now. You would think she'd be eventually going for that glorious driver. Nekomusume would be looking for the catatonic. And yeah, this is what... Oh, wow, doesn't take her down. Shirakawa braces herself perfectly. But a jawbreaker, trying to take the love of Toni Storm's life out from under her. The cat daughter, the Nekomusume. I'll just be honest, not a great win-loss record right now in the Animated Wrestling League. As I take, hang on, cover here. Nope, not even a 1 count. Nekomusume needs a win here. 36 wins, 58 losses. Oh, wait a minute, springboard! Springs up to the top rope to get that extra oomph for the elbow drop. Nekomusume minus 22 in her win-loss record. She is basically in the danger zone. She escaped it last season. It will take a miracle to get out of it this season. Shirakawa, however, very young in her AWL career. This is only her 4th match. She is 1-2 for a ratio of -1. She could get up to 2-2 for ±0 at the end of this bout. So both women looking for a win here. A draw doesn't help anybody. And while you can win by ring out... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the black cat walking the shadows. Kuro Neko no Chikara. Hurricane! Lariato! Rainmaker! 1, 2. Kick out. Oh, Nekomusume, she wants her opponent standing. She wants to nail her with something, maybe a drop kick. Springboard. No! Powerbomb! She went for the Hurricane Rana, got powerbombed by Shirakawa. Shirakawa, Mina has been in control pretty much this entire bout. Goes to the clothesline. Wait, Hisatosa! Glorious driver! 1, 2, 3. An impressive singles victory.
Here is your winner, Shirakawa, Mina.
And that earns Mina a fresh start in the AWL. She is 2-2. That puts her at ±0. Only way to go from here is up to title contention. Let's see if she can do that. Stay tuned to the Animated Wrestling League. Double champions? None of their belts are on the line here, but this is going to be a cool match. Time for some Lucha Libre action.
The following non-title contest is a 4-1 fall introducing first. Representing Ring of Honor and All Elite Wrestling, he is one half of the All Elite Wrestling World Tag Team Champions and the reigning Ring of Honor World Champion, Bandito! Brody King and Bandito have their match at Wrestledream against the Don Callis family, the Goku and Vegeta of All Elite Wrestling, Konosuke Takeshita, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, and the AEW United Champion. I can't keep that straight. I'm sorry, Okada Kazuchika. But right now, that is 2 belts Bandito, Ring of Honor, All Elite Wrestling, represented here tonight at AWL Strong and Free, episode 127. If anyone's wondering, we are live to tape. This is not, you're not seeing this recorded live, but this is a one-take thing. And his opponent, he is one half of the NJPW Strong Openweight Tag Team Champion, and the CMLL Middleweight Champion, and the Major League Wrestling Middleweight Champion, representing the United Empire, Templario.
Yeah, those aren't even all of his belts. The Templario, the Knight Templar of the United Empire. Champion in Japan / America and Mexico in his home promotion of CMLL and what's left of New Japan Strong alongside TJP of the United Empire. And he's ready to burn wrestling down till the ashes fill the sky. 10-minute time limit, one fall to a finish. Many have called Bandito the best wrestler in the world in 2025. Banger after banger, 10 minutes. Bang the gong, the match is on. Going for a very quick roll-up here. 6 seconds to the first cover. Bandito has not had a lot of matches here in the Animated Wrestling League, nor has Templario. Bandito 2-1 in this league. Templario, in his association with the Empire, 4-4. Bandito, however, has had amazing defenses of the Ring of Honor World Championship against the likes of Hechicero, against, oh, nasty shot there, against various members of the Don Callis family. He has had some of the best matches that most people have not seen. So unfortunately, it's all been on Ring of Honor, and that's, you know, a web exclusive show now. And I think we all know nobody watches web exclusive wrestling. What am I doing with my life? Anyway, Templario might want to consider this a warm-up match for the Super Junior Tag League in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He will be teaming with fellow junior heavyweight Jacob Austin Young, who we're going to see a little bit later tonight. Templario and Young will be in the A block of the Super Junior Tag League, alongside teams like Doki and Sho, Clark Connors and Daiki Nagai. Who booked this? Yo and Master Wado, Hiromu Takahashi and freaking Gedo for no reason. Ryusuke Taguchi and Dragon Daya up from Dragon Gate. That's going to be the A block. 6 teams per block this year in Super Junior Tag League. Are we sure WWE is the only one using AI to book shit now? Anyway, I love New Japan. They're my home promotion if I have one. And, yeah, you know, they've been in the pits lately. They even got the guys from Super J-Cast pissed at them at this point. Both men looking to recover. Bandito up to his feet a split second faster. And that was the difference between victory and defeat. 7.5 minutes now on the clock. Up and spinning around, drops him down. Great. I don't know why the referee didn't cover that. Maybe Bandito could feel he was already starting to wriggle out. I don't know. 7 minutes and change. Bandito up to the top rope. Incredibly agile, tight, powerful, muscular little guy. Swanton neck breaker. Bandito, we don't have the 21 flex in this game. Looking for a modification. Oh no, that's a double wrist lock. Rope break, yes, you can see the left foot of Templario was under the ropes. That's all you need to do in the Animated Wrestling League. You don't have to grab the rope, you just have to cross the plane of the ropes. Now up on the white rope, representing the Maple Leaf flag with our rope colors here. Oh, up, down, moonsault, moonsault, tornado, DDT. I'm sure there's a Mexican name for that I do not know. I don't speak Spanish. But that I recognize. Acai Phoenix Splash meets nothing but mat. and I don't mean Matt Classic or Matt Classic 2, who will both be in the over-the-top rope battle royal later tonight with a slot in the best four for the AWL Grand Championship on the line. Templario feeling faith can move mountains. He is back up. Discus punch off of the fireman's carry. Now a little ground and pound. 20 count on the outside here. Both men very familiar with that rule set. AWL senior official Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, trying to get the action back into the squared circle. Not much else he can do but keep counting here. Super Lucha punch, Super Luchador punch, I guess you might call it. Tope con hero! That will reset the count with authority. And now these guys can go wherever they like.
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
Running up to the top rope is Bandito. Is he going to go for a moonsault from this position? No, Phoenix Splash, he gets it! Barely avoids cracking his own head open on that crowd barricade. And now looking for a Pentabreaker. Send it, good grief. Lucha Libre in 2025 needs to have this kind of resurgence. Small package driver. No need to hook the leg on that one. You can't win it on the outside by pinfall. Maybe you can by knockout. Drops him down. Looking for a label lock. He hits it. He's been in the same locker room with the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, for quite some time. Maybe picking up a few tips and tricks. If you're in a locker room with a veteran like, or so many veterans like you have in All Elite Wrestling, you're an idiot if you're not asking questions. Ask questions, pick brains, shut up and listen. Even if you're the world champion of Ring of Honor, you've still got a lot to learn. In professional wrestling, as in life, you never stop learning, you never stop practicing, you never stop gaining new skills like that plancha. Elbow drop by the Ring of Honor champion to the MLW champion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 championships from 5 different companies represented, or at least 5 different brands represented in this single match. That's the type of action we bring to you here in the Animated Wrestling League, so make sure you are subscribed. Sit out powerbomb by Bandito.
There are 3 minutes remaining.
And I think officially now this match has spent more time on the outside than the inside. That won't be the case in our semi-final with the over-the-top rope battle royal. It will probably be the case in the Toronto Tornado Trios main event tonight. Up and down. In the ring like a stud, the world champion. Looking good. Huracan Rana! Couldn't quite hold it for the cover, but good enough, I think. 1, 2, 3. Bad momentum going in to Super Junior Tag League for Templario.
It is your winner, Bandito.
He's leaving here. He's getting on a plane. He is going to Wrestledream for the AEW Tag Team Championship of the world against 2 of the best wrestlers Japan has produced in decades. But the United Empire not done tonight. Hook and Kingston looking to get reps in ahead of Wrestledream.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Yonkers, New York. Representing All Elite Wrestling, he is the last of the dying breed, Eddie Kingston.
And he is starting afresh here in the Animated Wrestling League. A year and a half essentially about a year and a half on the shelf. His legs having basically needed to be put back together with duct tape and prayer. And he is back. He is 10-10 in the Animated Wrestling League. Essentially, you could argue, starting at ±0 tonight, his AWL career begins anew. Now, Kingston and his partner about to make his appearance. Light the signal. Here comes Hook.
And his partner making his way to the ring from St. Mark's Place. He is the cold-hearted, handsome debut. This is Hook.
Hook in the Animated Wrestling League, 13-8, ratio of +5. Great win-loss record for one of our part-time special guests from All Elite Wrestling. He was basically here on excursion during his early days in All Elite Wrestling. His father, the leader of Team Taz, sent him over here to get more practice reps in. That's why they're here now as well. They've got their first tag team match in All Elite Wrestling on what they're now calling the Tailgate Brawl. I got to be at the first ever Tailgate Brawl. They're doing another one. That's going to be a regular thing going forward. I'm trying to talk over this so I don't get copyright struck on this incredibly awesome song. It's worth it. They've got a tag team open challenge that they need to get their tag team reps in. And they're going to do it against two pretty good tag team wrestlers, but a first-time tag team. This is an interesting decision.
And their opponents, the tag team combination of Emily Nagasaki, Jacob Austin Young. Together they represent the United Empire.
As previously mentioned, Jacob Austin Young will be joining Templario, who fell in our last match, as part of the A block of the Super Junior Tag League 2025. And one hell of a partner, the second generation Brit Ref star, Emily Nagasaki. The 5 pounds of muscle in the 10 pounds of muscle in a 5-pound bag. It's not a compliment if I do it the other way around, is it? Kingston, very familiar with wrestling in intergender settings from his time in Chikara. Bang the gong, the match is on. As you step into that ring, you are a professional wrestler, no matter what. As Emily Nagasaki takes down the King of the Bums, the first ever grand champion of Chikara. Some nasty looking elbow strikes there. 15 minutes on the clock in this one fall, non-title tag team match. Standard AWL rules do apply. Coming up next, we've got the Champions Showcase. We've got a brand new Canadian Grand Champion. There's a Canadian Women's Champion who's been hanging out here lately. So we're going to put them together. We're going to put them up against the Joshi Tag Team Champions. And we're going to show off some of those belts. Just as we've kind of been doing for a lot of stuff lately, this has been a show-off kind of show. We are still waiting for an answer from the Monster Union. Do they agree to a faction survival match? Well, the rest of the United Empire, the rest of the Monster Union is going to be in our main event tonight. Hopefully we'll get some kind of an answer there. What the rules of that match, the stipulations will be, I don't know. Cover. 13 minutes, 30 seconds approximately. Plenty of time here. No tags so far in this tag team match. It's about to change. In comes Jacob Austin Young, a relative child compared to Eddie Kingston. And we know from the days of the Ashes, he does not like to Harris, Bulldog. He doesn't like luchadors, does Kingston, and he doesn't like children. But he really doesn't like Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio still sucks eggs. I think we all know that. Claudio Castagnoli, the guy who was so scared of Eddie Kingston that he ran away, changed his name, and pretended to be a rugby player. Tag made to the cold-hearted, handsome devil, who looks to surpass the gods with a Kamigoye. And he's not usually a high flyer, maybe trying to expand his repertoire. High cross body block. Slingshot cross body block. A little bit sloppy on that. That's a new technique for Hook. Normally he's very striking, very grappling, and very submission-based. In fact, it was a big deal. I think the first time AEW ran here in Toronto, first time AEW ran here in Toronto, that he actually won a match by pinfall over, I believe it was Chris Jericho. Excellent judo throw. I'm sure Taz will be able to name the exact technique. I'm not a judoka. I don't know a lot of stuff. I probably should. Tag made, tag Kogeki opportunity. This is what they need to work on if they're going to go into the All Elite Wrestling World Tag Team Division. Simple double big back body drop. It is effective, but I don't think you're necessarily going to win matches with that. Kingston, a quintessential brawler. The Gaijin who walks the King's Road. Inspired, of course, by the legends of Japanese wrestling. Jacob Austin Young convinced he's going to be one of those legends of Japanese wrestling. Back drop driver Saito suplex, I think that was. Tag made, in comes Emily Nagasaki, straight punch to the face. That is how you got to do it. I know a lot of people don't like intergender wrestling because you don't like to see men hitting women. I respect that. 100% respect that. But you know what? Inside the ring, when it's two professional fighters, equal rights, equal fights. Kingston doing exactly what he's going to have to do here. Looking for maybe that Northern Lights bomb there, I don't know. Oh, and a backdrop of her own, 10 pounds of muscle in a 5-pound bag. Emily Nagasaki, 30 and 35 in her AWL career. Ratio of -5. Jacob Austin Young, 2-0, undefeated here. Looking to remain undefeated going into Super Junior Tag League. Kingston with a nasty set of chops. Kobo time, maybe no. Moon Ponton! Didn't get any of that over the top rope. This isn't our over the top rope battle royal. That's going to be coming up in a couple of matches. If you want to click the time code in the description, I'm not going to stop you. But this has been a heck of a brawl between two very talented but very different tag teams. And tag teams with admittedly very little experience together. Tag made. Jacob Austin Young. Oh, knee lift.
Tag was made.
And yeah, well, you heard the referee. Oh, again, simple but effective crucifix. Good old-fashioned crucifix hold. 1, 2. Good hold, deep in his own territory. Good tag team wrestling by Hook. Downward spiral by J.A.Y. Miss with the kick. Hook comes back with a single leg takedown. Shifts position so he can't be kicked away at. I like that. A lot of people, when they go for that ground and pound, they leave themselves open to being kicked in the stomach. Hook very well, shifting around to Harris DDT. Maybe he's been training with Templario, putting up a few lucha libre tricks. I don't know. This sold-out crowd here in the greater Toronto area gone absolutely bat-barf over this. Huracan Rana. And Austin Young, as you think of springboard, he's got a terrible angle here. He's going to have to readjust. That could be a difference maker. Huracan Rana, he hits it. That's the thing when you're that age and you realize, hey, I can hit Hurricane Ranas with relatively good accuracy. You do tend to go to that well a bit too much, in my opinion. Emily Nagasaki taking us back down to the ground where she is the most comfortable. Emily Nagasaki is many, many things in pro wrestling. She is absolutely not a high flyer. And that actually makes her a good tag team partner for Jacob Alston-Young. Knee drop. Joint manipulation into the cover. Broken up by Kingston. And whenever you're coming off an injury the way Kingston is, you have to ask yourself, is the gas tank where it needs to be? Are the legs, plural here, where they need to be? Another crucifix, this time in the wrong part of town, only getting a 1 count with 7 minutes, roughly, on the clock. Tag made, Jacob Alston-Young versus Hook. Enziguri hits absolute air. Dragon suplex, dragon hook flex, dare I say it. He might be looking for the red rum, a little close to the Empire corner, but I don't think he can. No, he rips the hook flex. Going for the cover. The orange does not fall far from the tree.
There's a tag.
And a blind tag there. Kingston, not sure, realized he was supposed to be in here, but he is. A little 2-on-1 opportunity, bending the rules but not breaking them. Saito suplex. And Kingston, this is not Eddie Kingston. And and that's why that's not Eddie Kingston. Kingston pushing himself, trying to figure out where his limits are now, post-injury. I don't know what the hell Austin Young was doing there, but it didn't work. Off the rope, knee lift, knee trembler. Very good right hand there. German. Eddie Kingston may be thinking Hurricane. No, he's thinking that Northern Lights bomb. He thought there was a 1, 2, 3. Shuryo.
Shuryo with Eddie Kingston and Hook.
Good luck at the tailgate brawls, guys. Really hoping for the best for you. I never said I was impartial. We have not had the chance to do this much lately, but it's time for a Champions Showcase.
The following contest is a Champions Showcase. Introducing first, making his ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, EUC2 Anime Wrestling League Grand Champion, the most Canadian man in the world, Kingston.
Defeating the Mad Mute Mummy of the Monster Union last week at Thanksgiving Terror. He is so thankful to once again be, for the 3rd time, the AWL Grand Champion. And he is going to represent this league around the world. And he starts tonight by teaming with a fellow Canadian.
And his tag team partner, she is the Canadian Women's Champion, the quintessential diva, Giselle Shaw.
Representing Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, they're going to be back here in Toronto on the 27th of October for their second big show here in the, if not the capital, but in the big city. She will presumably be defending that Canadian Women's Championship. Maybe Josh Alexander, the Don Callis family, will be defending the Canadian Men's Championship or the Canadian Heavyweight Championship as well. We don't know yet. We'll stay tuned for that information. Yet another visiting champion from another league. This is where everybody wants to be. The Animated Wrestling League. This is where the barriers are broken down. This is where the wrestling matters.
Reach for the sky, boy.
And their opponents being accompanied by Mark Briscoe. They are the reigning Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions, Dragoness, Willow Nightingale, the Conglomeration.
The tag team advisor, Mark Briscoe, who will be facing Kyle Fletcher, the Proto-Star, for the TNT Championship at Wrestledream. By the time you're watching it, hopefully he is the TNT Champion. We'll have to find out. Leading Willow Nightingale and Dragoness, the Joshi Tag Team Champions, hoping to hold on to those belts for another 3 weeks until we hit Champions Week, the midpoint of the season, where those Joshi Tag Team titles will be unified with the Danshi Tag Team titles. Bang the gong, the match is on, everybody flies at everybody else and nobody hits anything. God, I love wrestling. I love it, I really do. Collar and elbow tie-up here. Kid Canada, one of the last graduates of the original Heart Dungeon, tags into a graduate of Lance Storm's Wrestling Academy. Giselle Shaw, half and half suplex there, sending Dragoness. I'll just say it, ass over tea kettle. Dragoness, a second generation wrestler. I believe Giselle Shaw, I think her grandfather was a wrestler? Not entirely sure there, but she's got some wrestling in her background. Willow Nightingale, a graduate of the Chikara system, the final, one half of the final Campeonato de Pareja. So, and of course the reigning grand champion as well, Kid Canada. We have got a truly star-studded quartet competing in this crucible of combat for your amusement. Is that worth a subscribe? I think it is. Please click that subscribe button. Leave a like. Let us know you're out there. Leave a comment. In comes the Canadian, the very Canadian, the most Canadian. They say on the day that he was born, all the coffee at Tim Hortons was just a few degrees hotter. There were many, many burn victims. I shouldn't laugh at my own joke. Oh, coming up here, looking for a power bomb maybe, but no. Over the top rope, Dragoness in trouble, eats the right hand. Hot shot stunner. And another hot shot stunner. There's nothing men that I've noticed. There's nothing men, especially in wrestling, love doing more than just giving each other stunners for no goddamn reason. Going up to the top rope now is Kid Canada. He has maple syrup in his veins, a very Canadian leg drop. That's a Canadian move now. He has maple syrup in his veins, and he craps poutine. He's the most Canadian man in the world. He will not give up. He will write his own story. He has slain multiple giants to take that Canadian golden glory, to take that grand golden glory. Spear, 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 spear. That is indeed a very Canadian spear. Kid Canada, Kid Canada, a Grand Slam champion in this league. He's been the Grand Champion, the Tag Team Champion, the Intercontinental and Canadian National Champion. He only needs to win the Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's tournament next year, and he will be our second ever 5-star champion. And the Babe with the power showing the power. Tag made, Dragoness back in. Quick tags in and out. While Dragoness is very much... Oh! Speed of endless light. One and only. While Dragoness is very much an all-rounder in professional wrestling. Looking for... No! Might have been looking for Dragoness drop number 2, but the Grand Champion able to shift his weight. 1, 2. Shoulders up. What do we see here? Canadian Crunch! Canadian Crunch! Willow gonna have to come in and save this, and she does. Dragoness the all-rounder. Willow, the Babe with the power, the powerhouse. 2 technical experts, a grappler in Kid Canada, a striker in Giselle Shaw. Crucifix hold. A very Canadian dragon screw leg whip. Yes, we do have dragons in Canada. Who asked you? Spear. And we're only 5 minutes into the bloody match.
5 minutes have elapsed, 10 remain.
What are we gonna get here? Arm breaker. First time tag for these two, by the way. And they're going up against the tag team champions of the Joshi division. And the 6 kicks of Giselle Shaw, the quintessential diva, showing off a little bit. If you got it, flaunt it. Canadian uppercut. And the 6 kick. Knocked out, says the referee.
Here are your winners, in Canada and Giselle Shaw.
Tonight, one great team fell to 2 great Canadians. Fight for 4. Earn your place in the best 4 by being the last wrestler standing.
The following contest is a new top rope battle royal, and it is a fight for 4. Introducing first already in the ring, fighting out of the laboratory, Jigoku Destroy. Introducing next, making his way rage from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear, the inventor of professional wrestling, Matt Classic. Introducing next, making his way to the ring from the laboratory, representing the Augments, Project Tetsu 3.0.
Do I get to talk now? Cool. Okay, now the most interesting dynamic, couple of interesting dynamics coming into this. The most interesting for me, we've got 2 intact tag teams in this match. Jigoku Destroy, already in the ring. Project Tetsu about to join him. Matt Classic, already in the ring. His son, Matt Classic 2, about to join him. All 4 of those individuals, former AWL Grand Champions. Not to mention the Arab American Dream Hassan, a former Grand Champion as well. Lee Masters, the only wrestler who has not held the top prize, as that noise. Subite, Jigoku Hakase no Tameni, all for Dr. Jigoku, the creator of the Augments. Oh, thank you. Let's get with the modern reinterpretation of the classics. I love this.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from the independent circuit, the innovator of professional wrestling, Matt Classic 2!
It's Reiwa Resu time, the man who brings professional wrestling into the modern era, Matt Classic 2, and that modernization of his father's classic style that has brought him to the AWL Grand Championship that has brought him to the tag team titles as well in the past. That has brought him, oh wow, that has brought him to Triple Crown Championship status. He has also held the Intercontinental Championship and a member of the 2015 crop of rookies, a decade in the business now, unbelievably enough.
Introducing next, making his way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, by way of Las Vegas, Nevada, the Technical Wizard, Lee Masters.
The only man in this match who has not held the Grand Championship. He is a tag team specialist, 8-time tag team champion of the world. But can he do it in singles, and can he do it against, among others, the Arab American Dream?
And finally, making his way to the ring from New York City, New York, the Arab American Dream, Poisynhawk.
A Grand Slam champion, having won the Grand Championship, the Tag Team titles, the Intercontinental Championship, and won the Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's Tournament. He needs only the Canadian National Championship to become a Grand Slam champion. Bang the gong, the match is on, and we are flying at each other, starting this off, and immediately tag team partners in the augments going up against each other. Huge power slam from Project Tetsu to Goku Destroy. Standard Battle Royal rules apply. Over the top rope, both feet must hit the floor. You are eliminated. Last man standing joins the AWL Best 4. And odd that the augments, without Dr. Jigoku at ringside to provide guidance, are just going at each other. No time limit in this match. This could go on all night. Coming up next, we will have our Toronto Tornado Tag Team main event. But this is about who might get that shot. We're looking for a challenger. We are looking for a challenger for the Grand Championship at Champions Week. All titles must be defended, or in this case, unified, as the tag team and Joshi titles will be unified. Stunner! Springboard! Stunner! Battle Royals, a staple of the old territory, are a Mac Classic, the House Classic, very at home here. So they might be thinking maybe this week is supposed to be Thanksgiving. Yeah, Matt Classic, he don't hold with that Canadian Thanksgiving stuff. He's an American. Oh!
Lee Masters has been eliminated.
A very quick elimination, and now father and son going at it. Lee Masters will not join the ranks of the Grand Champions anytime soon. He's got to hope for another opportunity down the line. Maybe get some more singles wins under his belt. We are down to 5. House Classic, the Augments, and also Hassan is here. 5 eliminations necessary, however long it takes. Snapping thrust kick by Matt Classic 2. If you can't tell the difference, Matt Classic 2, he's the one who wears elbow pads and knee pads, because he would actually like to have functional knees when he gets to be his father's age. His father thinks the knee pads are for sissies. Jigoku Destroy. In the long red trunks, Project Tetsu, pure iron. The Arab American Dream, Hassan in the red, white, and blue. Hard shots here. The AWL Commissioner took the 6 wrestlers with the best win-loss records who are not either currently champion or currently in the best 4 and stuck them into this match. Very simple. Writing wrestling is not that hard. You don't need AI for this garbage. Interesting. Matt Classic Senior. Junior in trouble. He manages to shift his weight and counter. Great double leg takedown, and somehow man beats machine. Breaking either that full Nelson or... Oh, wait a minute. Not good. There he goes.
Match number 2 has been eliminated.
An impressive show of strength, but it wasn't enough to stay in the match. A full body slam from the inventor of professional wrestling. In his day, that full body slam, that was a match ender. But now we'd have to get the carcass of Project Tetsu up and over the top rope. That's what makes these battle royals so difficult. All of your wrestling instincts, they got to go out the window, or at least take a back seat in this kind of a match. Additionally, Hassan now in trouble. With so many bodies in the ring, that's where the chance of injury happens. Just ask Becky Lynch. Oh, to be fair, that was Nia Jax, so you know. Hassan trying to hit those chops. I don't know what he's talking. Neither man able to find air, though. There we go. Chop block by the Arab American Dream. The immigrant to New York City. Now working up here in Toronto. He gets questioned a lot on his way back. Honestly, I don't know why. I do know why Hassan doesn't just move to Toronto. He, one, probably couldn't afford it, and two, his family's down in New York. He's not going to abandon them. And a hard shot to that exposed back of the knee. Lots of nerves there. And there goes the balance, and there goes Matt Classic. That shot to the unprotected knee, that was what did it. That's what cost him his balance. Matt Classic eliminated. We are down to 2 augments and a butcher bomb. The augments gone completely batshit here. You'd think they would be double teaming. Oh no. Looking for a big press slam out of the ring.
Has been eliminated.
I don't know if this is what Dr. Jigoku wanted, but we know that one of his creatures will be in the AWL Best 4. Now, I will point out, Jigoku Destroy already made a challenge to the Mad Mute Mummy when he was the Grand Champion earlier this season. It is rare to get 2 title opportunities in one season. The winner of this match will join maybe still Chiba Akagi, we're not sure. Definitely Shiroke Kitsune and Sammy Nix, the 5-star champion, in the AWL Best 4. We will have an updated Best 4 momentarily. As soon as this is over, and I think it just might be about to be, Project Tetsu, the Dean of the Active Augments, has done it!
Here is your winner, Project Tetsu 3.0.
And there we actually have official word from the commissioner. Chiba Akagi has been removed from the Best 4. Project Tetsu 3.0 is now number 3. Main event time, our first ever Toronto Tornado Trios.
The following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a Toronto Tornado Trios match. Scheduled for one fall, introducing first, being led to the ring by Razorhawk. They are one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, Dangerhawk, and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Canadian National Champion, Thunderhawk. Together they are 2/3 of the flyest trio in the galaxy, the XyberhawX.
Razorhawk not cleared to compete tonight because of what another wrestler in this match has done to him. The Green with Evil Poisynhawk has sent him with a German suplex through a table that was on fire. Check out Thanksgiving Terror to see that incredible highlight. Fortunately, we got a substitute.
And their partner, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, the Spirit Dragon, Shynron.
51 wins, 41 losses ratio of +10 in the win-loss columns. However, more importantly, if there is anyone in any wrestling league that can keep up with the Cyberhawks in terms of the high-flying wrestling action, it is the master of motion, Shynron. Whether you know him as Shynron, whether you know him as Zenshi, whether you know him as Ariel Von Gogh, he is the master of motion. He's one of the best high flyers, most agile wrestlers in the world in the last 10-15 years. He is a suitable substitute. Did we forget to pay the light bill? There we go. I hate when it does that. I keep forgetting to edit that out. And now the ship without a rudder.
And their opponents. Introducing first, making their way to the ring accompanied by Wild Thing. Fighting out of the realm of the Yokai in the sands of time. The Serpentine Sensation, Bandito, and the Mad Mute Mummy, King Akira. Together they are Monster Union.
As I hoped, we're going to get something from the Snake Man. Oh, interesting. So it appears we have an acceptance of the faction survival stipulation, but we seem to have a bit of a counter-offer. Ultramantis said he was going to lead whoever was left under whichever banner wins, but Hibitsky not accepting the leadership of Ultramantis Black. And then there's this asshole.
And their partner, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, Poisynhawk.
The evil Cyberhawk. He's not running down, he's not going to jump over the ropes. He's just saying, I'm coming for you, I'm coming for gold, I'm coming for Razorhawk again. World of Ruin. The next show, the final show this year of Power Pro Lucha. It will be this creature versus Razorhawk. Casket match. We've already seen how final those can be here in the Animated Wrestling League. And that Dogugiri, that poison mist that has been sprayed in the face of the Cyberhawks on virtually every show, every match they've had in Power Pro Lucha, and right now there's nothing Razorhawk can do but stand by and watch. Tornado Trios Wrestling, 20 minutes on the clock, one fall, not an elimination match, one fall to the finish, lightning match rules, Poison Rana to the Poisynhawk by the master of motion, the Spirit Dragon, Shynron. Dangerhawk takes to the ropes, goes for the most recent Grand Champion, doesn't hit him. Oh wait, first cover here, trying to get a quick cover. Now, I'll take you back in time a little bit before the machinations of the of Ophidian, the venomous vile serpent of the Nile. Hibitsky, the Snake Man, and the Mad Mute Mummy King Akira, they were the main Danchi tag team of the Monster Unions. They've got years of tag team experience together, just not recently. Poisynhawk with a cover on Shynron. Not that easy. Standing moonsault. He's got that cyber programming. And he wants maybe a soar of demise. And okay, no disqualifications apparently. Yeah, no disqualifications and no countout in Toronto Tornado Trios match. It's going to be a Saturday night out by Union Station. That's what this is going to be. Absolute chaos, and it's probably going to stink of weed by the end of the show. Don't do drugs, kids. Even in Canada where it's legal, don't do drugs. Bad for you. And a double team. Poisynhawk with trying to cover on Dangerhawk. With that no disqualification stipulation, we might see another flaming table from Poisynhawk. Who bloody knows at this point? Hurricanrana by the practitioner. Now the reigning Animated Wrestling League master of Snake Style. Poisynhawk going under the ring. What does he want? I don't think he grabbed anything. Couldn't find what he was looking for there. Razorhawk again, not cleared for this kind of hardcore competition. Was barely able to get himself cleared for that successful tag team title defense on AWL Hontai last episode, earlier this weekend. And now King Akira, he's got the chair, and Thunderhawk, the Canadian champion, goes down. Multiple kicks. This, I will point out, falls only count in the ring. So at this point, nobody can win the match, but they can all do a lot of damage to each other. These two factions, the Monster Union and the Cyberhawks, they've been feuding all season. Ever since especially when the Cyberhawks took away those World Tag Team titles, and an attempt at a Skyward Sword does not connect. Springboard coffin drop, sarcophagus drop, dare I call it. Oh, of course, we're in Canada. There's a hockey stick out there. Why not? Razorhawk and Wild Thing acting as cornermen, shouting out advice, letting people know Thunderhawk in trouble. A former Canadian national champion with a huge chokeslam to the reigning champion. Float over, Liger bomb on the outside too. Thunderhawk, Canadian national champion, able to get his shoulder up just before the final and fatal 3 count to be registered. Huge splash. Dangerhawk realizing he's got to come in. Poisynhawk cuts him off at the pass. Drop kick, hits nothing. King Akira out of the way. The hockey stick, the very Canadian hockey stick in the home of the Maple Leafs. In the cover, one over Poisynhawk. That would be exactly what the Cyberhawks want going into World of Ruin in Powered Pro Lucha. A little bit of a conflab going on here between King Akira and Wild Thing. She's allowed to give advice, she's not allowed to get physically involved. Same with Razorhawk. Off the ropes, hit nada. Nada. Into the cover here. Oh, wait a minute. Poisynhawk, that cheating little bastard. 1, 2, snake bite. Didn't get caught, but didn't get the job done. Sarcophagus drop. STO to the dragon twist. 1. No.
15 remain.
That's the first 5 minutes of Toronto Tornado Tag. Oh, look at that! Like the referee's down too! Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, is down in all this crazy action. I think he took a snake bite, I'm not entirely sure. King Akira with the hockey stick. The great Canadian equalizer. Elbows up, mother... Never mind, I'm trying to keep my language clean here. From Atlanta, Georgia to Toronto, Ontario, Canada, one and only with 14:20 on the clock. In 10 minutes, I'll make another pot joke. Oh, look at this. The Ophidian Death Grip. Taught to him by his master. There's the Gubigiri! The Cobra Venom! I thought it was going to come from Poisynhawk, but it goes straight into the face of Thunder. Needs to be saved by the Dragon. Thunderhawk rolls to the outside, going to try to get his vision back. We all heard that Cobra Venom getting spat in the face. You're about to see one of the greatest high flyers in the world do his thing. Oh, stunner! Avalanche stunner, essentially. There was another attempted cover there. Double strike! Lightning does strike twice! And everybody's focusing on all their enemies at once. This is insanity. Poisynhawk and Thunderhawk now. Thunder rolls away, tries to get a different angle, can't get it. The dark cyber twist. Dangerhawk with a tiger suplex. Cannot hold for the bridge. Cover here. 1, 2 on a former grand champion. Oh, flying into the melee at this point. A little chaotic neutral happening here. Knees up for the standing star. Thunderhawk looking to hit. Shining Legacy! And a snake bite to the Spirit Dragon. Broken up by Thunderhawk, the Canadian champion. The Cyberhawks right now the most powerful unit in the league. Sarcophagus drop hits nothing but air. Over the ropes. So it's got it. Who's got that table? That is Dangerhawk. Adding more danger to the match, as is his wont. 12 minutes remaining. Yeah, King Akira is not going to be doing dives. And now everybody out of the ring. Is that a... Yeah, okay, somebody grabbed a garbage can at some point. Roll through. Hard, nasty shots. No. Raised... Oh, wait a minute. And a turnbuckle pad has been removed as well. We'll see if the official notices that and repairs it. I'm not sure. Oh, and into the garbage can, that corrugated metal. Flying over here, senior official Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. He cannot do anything here. He's got to wait for 2 wrestlers to get back in the ring. We got men, we got dragons, we got mummies, we got snakes, we got hawks. I don't think we have any pure humans in this match. Thunderhawk on the former grand champion, Cyber Twista! He goes for the cover off of the Cyber Twist. 1, Shynron on defense. 2, 3, victory! Poisynhawk not able to get there in time.
Here are your winners, Shynron and the XyberhawX.
A very well-earned caca indeed, my friends. We now know there will be a faction survival match. But we don't know what the stakes will be. We're going to hopefully figure that out next week. We named some challengers for Champions Week. But that's all in the future. For tonight, thank you for watching. Korede Kimarida.